could you be so kind as to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm 21. I'm from Long Island, and I'm a senior at the University of Albany.
Hi, I'm Alicia. I'm 21. I go to Suny, Cortland. I live in Long Island, and I'm a senior.
And I'm Thomas. I'm 21. I'm from Syracuse, New York, and I go to Suny, Albany as well, and I'm a senior.
What was your first impression when you arrived in Spain, Megan? What was your first impression?
My first impression was, obviously I was nervous, but I was excited to get started with the program. I always wanted to go to Europe, and yeah, super excited.
Who picked you up in the airport, and how was your experience in Madrid?
Jose Luis picked us up in the airport. He works at AIP. He works at the travel agency. And it was really easy to navigate the airport, and we just met him right outside.
How was your homestay experience, Tomas?
I honestly loved my homestay experience. For me, it was pretty different because since college I've been living in dorms at Albany and later in a house, and I wasn't home in the summers. But to actually live with a family and really it really gives you the opportunity to experience the culture. And like every day we'd have lunch together and dinner together, so it was just an amazing experience.
And what was your relationship with the homestay family? What was it like?
Well, me and Alicia stayed with Carmen. She was awesome. She helped us literally everything. She did our laundry, she made our food, she showed us around the city at first, and it was really comfortable.
And did you enjoy the meals your homestay family prepared?
Yes. Carmen was such a good cook.
Amazing cook.
Yeah, it's a great thing. Pretty much all the meals are going to be home cooked by the mother, and they've pretty much all lived in Spain their whole lives, so they really know the local culture and cooking. So it's a great way to get to know the city.
So it was good food?
It was, definitely.
Awesome.
A lot of food.
How was your commute like? Well, how was it like?
For us, we started out walking because it was like really nice when we first got here. And then we're like, okay, we're getting a little bored of this, so we would take bikes. We
Take the bus.
It's really easy.
Yeah.
And I pretty much had two options. There's the buses that you can get to anywhere with, or the Valencia BCs. And those are like 30 euros. You can rent it for the whole year or the 3 months that you're here. And that's what I used every day. Just super easy. There's bike paths all over the city. So I found that the best way. Get some exercise and very quick as well.
Could you walk us through a day in the life of a Suny student in Valencia?
We pretty much wake up, we go to school. After school we go home, we have lunch with our host families, and then
I take a siesta.
yes, siesta is a very important part of the day. And then me and Megan usually like go to the city center, we'll go shopping, or we just like to walk around, we'll go to the beach. So it really depends on the day.
The one thing that's really nice about here is the classes usually always end by 1, so it leaves the whole rest of the afternoon to do things. So I typically go to the beach or go to the park, or I've been surfing a lot, honestly, but it really depends on what you want to do.
What was your favorite part of class?
Definitely because we have class with people from all over the world, so we get to meet all different people, learn about their culture while learning Spanish, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
And now, how did your Spanish level improve?
A lot.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say significantly. I took some Spanish in high school, but coming to Spain, it was all pretty blurry. And then like, especially the first couple weeks, the learning curve is like so fast. Like when I first got here, I could barely talk with my host mom, and now we can talk like fluently for as long as we want. And I think that's true for just about everyone.
Yeah.
And now for some of the students who have questions as to what to wear to class.
This.
What would you suggest?
I think even the guys, the girls and the guys both really get dressed up here. It's not like at home I would just wear like sweats and like a sweatshirt to class and not really care what I look like, but if you do that here, you're definitely gonna stick out like a sore thumb. People get dressed up, people wear like heel boots to class, like you just get dressed up and everyone really likes to look nice.
I'm kind of different. I'm usually pretty casual. I didn't know we had this, so I just wear like a sweater, but I usually just pretty casual and comfy.
Okay, and how were the teachers?
Awesome. I had the same two teachers the whole time I was here, Maria and Tema, and they helped me a lot.
Yeah, me and Tom have been in a lot of different classes because of the levels we moved up. But we've had so many different teachers and we've loved every single one of them. They're all so different in the way they teach, and it's just a great experience.
Yeah, it's great.
And were you able to travel around Europe?
Yes.
Yes.
Many
all
times.
over.
We started off our first weekend, one of our first weekends, we went to Oktoberfest. We went to France.
Ibiza.
Yeah, Ibiza.
London, Amsterdam, Prague.
And I think that's the great thing about Spain and Valencia in general is there's an airport right in Valencia, and that enables you to travel all over Europe super easy, super cheap as well.
Yeah, it makes it so easy to travel anywhere.
And did you feel safe?
Yes.
Yeah,
for sure.
I definitely felt the most safe here just because I consider this home. So you always feel safer when you're home, but we never had a problem in any country.
Yeah.
And were you able to partake in extracurricular activities?
Yeah, we did a lot. Pretty much every week there's like 2 or 3 excursions usually set up by the travel office, and those consist of like one day there was surfing classes, another football games. There's like you can go to intercambia, like a language exchange at a bar. So every week there's at least 2 or 3 things set up.
Me and Alicia were lucky enough to actually tutor Spanish kids in English. So we made a couple extra bucks and
got a great experience out of it.
What was your favorite part of living in Valencia?
I think for me, it's really relaxing, especially coming from like a Suny school where there's a lot of work and you're always kind of thinking of what you have to do. Here it's like you have 4 hours of class usually, maybe a little bit of homework, but for the most part, for 4 or 5 days of the week, you're done at 1, and then the weekends are free. So it really gives you the time to enjoy, find hobbies, and just live in the city without having to worry about
weather.
work. Yeah, the weather,
just a sweater, just December.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Do you have any tips for future Suny students?
Really take in the experience. You have such a short time here, but there's so much to do. Like we got to travel everywhere. We learned like a complete language in 3 months. Just really take everything in.
Completely immerse yourself in it.
Have you grown from this experience? I know it's very cliche, but have you?
Definitely.
I think so.
We're cultured.
Especially like, you get to learn the Spanish culture, but there's so many different people here from different countries. Like there's so many people from China. So I feel like I've gotten to learn that culture too, and it's kind of like a real eye-opener. It sounds cliche, but it really is true here.
And you definitely become a lot more responsible because you're literally traveling the world by yourself. Like there's no parent there to take care of you. You have to just be responsible and do it on your own.
Yeah, and Michelle really helped us a lot. She's the best.
Okay, well thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Hola, hi, my name is Michelle. I will be your advisor here in AIP, Advisors in International Programs. And I'm happy that you've enrolled, that you already have spoken to Andy. I know your names more or less. I know a bit of your background, what you're studying, but I can't wait to meet you when you come here the 15th of January. From the 11th to the 15th, Andy knows for sure, you're going to be visiting Madrid. You're going to be doing a tour with a tour guide from AIP. He will pick you up in the airport and you will be able to see amazing World Heritage sites. Afterwards, once you finish those 3 days, you will come to Valencia and meet your homestay family. Don't be nervous, as the students said previously, Megan, Alicia, and Thomas. The families are amazing. They're very warm. They will be hugging you a lot. They're going to be taking care of you, and they will be cooking for you really, really good meals. Aside from that, when you come to school that Monday, you'll be here at 8:30. The homestay families will let you know how to get here. If not, you can contact us. You will already know a few people. You'll know Jose Luis and Miguel from the travel agency. So you'll know more a bit about the city also. Then when you come to school, you will have your orientation. You will meet the head of studies, Cristina. And after meeting Christina, you will meet your teachers. The teachers are amazing. They're very great. They will be helping you. You will see how your Spanish will improve. When you arrive, you won't be able to speak so fluently. You'll be making pauses. And in May, at the end of your journey, you'll see that you'll be speaking fluently in the bus, in the pastry shop, in the supermarket, at stores. And aside from the homestay family, when you start in school, you need to know that you need to work a lot, that you're going to be studying a lot. The teachers will not be speaking English to you at all. No English, only Spanish. And once you understand those rules, you'll see that you will be meeting with Cristina, the head of studies, or the principal, and me twice a month, more or less. We'll be looking at your grades, how you've improved, what you need to improve. We know it's not easy coming to a whole different country. Culture shock is very common. The good thing about Valencia, it has this big city, small town feel. It's the third largest city in Spain, but it has a very small town feel because people are very close-knit. They're very loving, as I mentioned earlier, and you'll see that in your daily commute you'll be recognizing people, recognizing faces, and it's a very beautiful experience that will expand your horizons massively, and that's to say the least. Well, basically, from what Alicia, Thomas, and Megan said before, I want you to keep in mind that you will be traveling a lot. Europe is very safe. Valencia is very safe. You will be traveling. You will be seeing cities you've never seen. We encourage our students to take in all the cultural aspects. We do not abide by students drinking and being academically lazy. Emphasis on this because we want you to study a lot and we will be demanding a lot of you. With alcohol, again, we have strong policies against it. After saying all that serious stuff, we're very happy to have you. I look forward to meeting you. And Andy, I look forward to seeing you in February. Fingers crossed I can see you. And Renee and everyone in the Study Abroad office in New Albany, I send my best regards. And this is your home, and you'll see that this experience is going to change your life. Va a cambiar vuestras vidas. Un beso muy fuerte, and I'll see you here.